Hey, tonight I'm out here messing with my shift linkage. When I first, started putting this thing together, this is gonna look funny because I got pieces in it now. But the all this stuff was really loose, So you could really wiggle that around. This thing, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a bushing in there. It was really sloppy on here, so I just made bushings and drilled things out and whatnot. But anyhow. But it was still, it was pretty tight, but it still had some slop in it, So in my effort to make the perfect H1, I thought I would change this and make it just as tight as I could get it. So anyway, I had, I drilled these out, okay, both of them. It looked funny now because I got my new pieces in there. I'll explain in a minute. And then I made new brass pins, okay? And that matched the size, and it was pretty tight, but still you get a thou here and a thou here and a thou here and a thou, in all the holes, and it moves. So I thought, well, you know what, I've got some of these, okay, and I want to stick a set of these on there is what I'm going to do. So, and these you can get at McMaster-Carr or Granger or whatever, and they're like $5, and they're just zero movement. There is no movement in them whatsoever, and it's a ball. I don't know if I can move that for you to show you or not. Yeah, there you go. See, so it swivels in all directions. I don't know if you can see that, but there it goes. And but there's no slop. So anyway, in order to make these work, I had to make these new brass pieces that you see here, okay? And all it's going to do is, the screw is going to go through here, okay? And then this is going to go through that and lock it in there. And this is just 10 thousandths shorter than the width of this. So it'll lock right up. I got to put a washer on it, which I have on the wrong side right now, but the way it's going to go would be the bolt, and then a washer, and then when you tighten that as a unit, it just locks it all together. So nothing moves except that swivel ball in there. So anyway, when I get it all together, I'll take another picture. And when I stuck these in there, I Loctite, just put some blue Loctite, cleaned it all out with acetone, whatever, and just shoved it in there so that the Loctite will just kind of seat everything and keep that from turning, I hope. Okay, so here it all is installed. I use a little blue Loctite everywhere. I like blue Loctite, I guess. Okay, I drink it in the morning. But anyway, so now you can see, that the only slop I have now is right in this one bushing. It's got a little bit of play, but I don't know if you can see right there. But when I lift the lever, see what it does? Okay, whoop! Now I moved the whole thing right there. But so that's about all the slop I got, is this little wobble here on the shaft. Other than that, it's pretty tight. Any movement is transmitted right to the shift lever. So anyway, that should help. And if you ever messed with one of these things, or when I first put this together, I was trying to get my shifter down low. I like my shifter down a little lower, and you can't really do it because it's either going to hit up under here, under the foot peg, or it's going to hit the pipe, the shift lever itself. So, by getting some of the slop out of here, you can, make that a little better. I've actually gained, I don't know, half an inch probably in here, and I can still shift. Plenty of room down here, only because there's no slop. So when I move this, it's moving the tranny, and it's going to go into gear, and, it just all works good. The next thing I'm going to do is probably make what I call a Joe Bird shifter. And what that is he took his, he cut it off right about here and squared, you know, squared this up so it was in the same plane. Then he made a peg that just comes out that far, okay, and threaded it right into here. And then he took his little rubber deal and he put it on that extension. And what that does, it just makes it feel quicker because it's a shorter ratio. You know, the leverage point is closer, so you know it feels as though you move it less. So anyway, there's my little you know, $10 ship linkage upgrade, I guess. All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.